Is that right? Okay.
Okay. I've been asked to tell the story of why junior high and middle schools in Cache County no longer go on year-round school. I believe that I was the reason why. And one story, just one of many stories as an example. One morning, while off track, and home alone, of course, unsupervised, 14 years old, a friend calls and says, "Hey, I've got the keys to my dad's 4Runner. Let's go." This kid had been my best friend since I was just a elementary school kid, and since I was in kindergarten. Anyhow, I said, "Oh, well, he didn't know how to drive a stick, and I did know how, because, well, I had already burnt the clutch out of my own father's truck from trying to drive it from last time I was off track. So my dad had taught me just how to drive a stick, just in case, so I wouldn't burn out his clutch again. So I knew how to drive a stick. So my friend didn't. He called, said, let's take my dad's 4Runner. Okay. I ran over to his house, 2 blocks away. Got in his truck, and we drove into town. We didn't know exactly what to do, but then we were driving through Hiram, and we saw a couple hitchhikers. So we decided to pick them up, give them a lift into town. They're college-age kids, a boy and a girl. I thought I would try to seem cool and grown up, so I asked one of them for a cigarette. He gave me a cigarette, and not wanting to smoke it in the car itself, I just put it behind my ear until later. We dropped off the hitchhikers, and we thought, what should we do? And we thought, well, let's go over to Mount Logan Middle School and try to bum lunch money off of kids there. It's lunchtime, so we went over there, and we were walking to Mount Logan Middle School, and just then I realized that I still had a cigarette behind my ear, so I took it out and was putting it in my sock where it'd be safe. But then a man opens the door of his car and says, "Hey, I saw that." And I said, "What's that? What?" And he's like, "I saw that knife you put in your sock." "Oh, sir, that wasn't a knife." And he's like, "You guys better get out of here." And I had kind of ditched the cigarette. You know, I was standing behind a car, and I was able to reach down and ditch the cigarette without him noticing. But we got in the car and decided to drive around. I don't remember what all we did. We maybe went just driving around town. I don't think we were doing anything too exciting. Maybe some shopping or something. When we drove home, maybe we did some donuts in some parking lots. Maybe we did some jumps. Maybe. So we pulled up to my friend's garage and opened. You know, I was driving when I pulled into the garage, and we're like, "Oh, great, home free." Just then, the door in between the kitchen and the garage opens up, and his dad flies out, cursing like a sailor, although he was from New York, and they do have bad mouths in New York. You know the joke, the New York echo. Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine. Gibbons doesn't care.
Yeah.
You're anonymous. I don't think people can tell who you are right now. So.
That's okay. So I'll just continue with my story. He came out cursing like a New Yorker, which he was, and he ran over to Brian's door, and Brian locked the door, and then he ran over to my door, and I just kind of went limp, and he opened my door, pulled me out, threw me against the wall, and then kicked me in the butt as hard as he could, and I took off running. He went and grabbed Brian out of his side, and I just heard Brian say, "No, Dad, no." And I just saw his dad go, to drop him in one punch. And Yeah, then he went and grabbed a shovel off the wall of the garage, and that's the last thing I saw because I was running so fast. I ran all the way home, and where my parents were waiting, because apparently somebody had informed my friend's father. Well, the guy at the middle school had called the cops, and the cops had called my friend's father. I told him there was an incident involving a knife at Mount Logan Middle School, and his license plate was involved. And so, yeah, he came home, beat up his son.
And you say something about him beating up his all of his possessions.
He went down into his bedroom and proceeded to destroy everything that my friend held dear. He took an axe or something and went and hacked up his stereo and all his clothing. I think he took scissors. He would cut his clothing up or something. And my friend, when I went, my parents took me over there to apologize. We got there and I saw my friend came walking upstairs and he had like all sullen and swollen and with a garbage can full of broken bits of stereo and a mirror from maybe his little vein. He really cherished his mirror.
Yeah.
So I never really hung out with that friend again. It went from being part of his family to somebody who he was never allowed to see again. And so
that was it. That was the end of your carjacking days, right?
Yeah.